let's go ahead and get into this next best of 7 of RLCS promotion weekend with the commentaries. Wavepunk and Subi, take it away, guys.
Tokyo might be my favorite map that the pros almost never pick.
It is so aesthetically pleasing.
It is absolutely beautiful. Like, this maybe has like the most colors on it. I mean, just with all these neon signs you see everywhere, and with the big old arrows. I mean, if you're just watching RLCS for the first time, you're wondering, where's the ball supposed to go? There are these big old arrows, like right here, into the goal on both sides. It's a really, really pretty map. Maybe sometime one of the pros will put that in the rotation. I think they all kind of have it just like at the bottom of their lists of, like, you know, if once we've exhausted all the DFHs and all the man fields and all the urban centrals, then maybe we'll go to Utopia, or go to, yeah, Utopia is one of the other ones they go to first, so then maybe we'll go to Neo Tokyo, but not a map that they go to all that often. It's a shame, too, because it's so gorgeous.
Well, and they have ramen on the map.
Yeah, man, ramen's amazing. I want to have some ramen now. I'm getting hungry. But Out of Style versus Renegades. This is not the two teams that most anybody was predicting that this would be in our winners finals, but here they are, and they've got one of these teams. One of these teams will be in RLCS next season, and it could be Out of Style. We already have one of our RLRS teams out and back in the RLRS for next season, so if we're going to have any change-ups, this is the best opportunity we've had so far.
Yeah, but thankfully for both these teams, if they do lose, they're not instantly dropping down to the RLRS. There is still hope. They're going to go down and face, you know, I almost said Fibion. Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry, Fibion. I do. But for me, they were talking about players to watch, and, you know, you hear Dapper, you hear Moses, but for me, it's got to be Lucinio. This is his time to step up. If he wants to get into the RLCS, he's got to put the team on his back.
Yeah, we've talked about this being kind of his return tour as he took a step away and then he's come back. He didn't make it into RLCS this season, but he was able to make it into the top 2 of the rival series, and now he's had a few moments, a few games over the past few months that were defining for his career, and this is one of them. If he can get the win here in this best of 7, I think a lot of people's faith will be restored in the former world champ. So can he do it? We'll find out here. It's Out of Style in the blue, Renegades in the orange. Dapper looks to drop to Moses, see if he can play it over the top. Does get it over the top and into the box, but the clear comes through from Lucinio. Not enough, though, as Dapper rotates back in and underneath. Renegades is up first.
Just let Dapper do whatever he wants. Moses pushing forward. You see Timmy sliding in as well. Too much pressure put on for the triple commit to really matter, and there it is. Renegades opening up with the very quick goal.
4:39 left to go. As we've been saying all day, it's been just a day for goals in the first minute. Timmy and Dapper looking to connect here, see if he can drop it straight back down to his teammate. They take the shot, it's high, but the team play was definitely there. Beautiful coordination, just no goal to show for it. Dapper on the wall with Timmy. Up in the corner, Justin's there, but Timmy plays it over the top. Small back and forth ping pong in the corner. Teams are rotating, taking turns. Now I'll move to the other corner. Lucinio up to Justin. They were able to rotate out, push it all the way into the orange box. But Timmy and Dapper will connect. Quick transition, and the shot is good from Dapper. 2-0 Renegades.
Out of Style is giving way too much respect to the Renegades right now. They have so much room to work with. Not many contests are put on the ball, and when you give Dapper the ability to just fire a shot on an open net 9 times out of 10, he's gonna make it.
First minute here now gone. 2 goals. On the side of Renegades, Justin will finally find a response with an excellent read off the ceiling bounce here to make it a 1-goal game.
Yeah, these waterfall passes, the ones that hit that top corner and roll down, extremely hard to defend. And Justin putting the pressure on. Dapper can't get up in time and read it. 1 goal for Out of Style. We may have a shootout on our hands.
Moses slows down that kickoff and then leaves it for Justin. Gets it past Dapper, leaves it for Lucinio. Strong coordination from Out of Style as they try to tie up the game. Moses on the wall with Justin, 50-50 going in Out of Style's favor. Timmy back into the blue. Leaves it for Dapper, sends it into the middle. He's lurking and looking for an opportunity. But opts to leave it, allow Moses to set him up and push it into the blue corner. Now Timmy rotating back behind Dapper. Gets it past Lucinio. Epic Johnny able to pick it up, send it back out to his teammate now towards the middle. Not sure if Epic Johnny meant to make that touch, and it looks like Renegades might be able to capitalize here. Interference from Justin sends it away. Dapper won't be able to score immediately. Still holding on to that 1-goal lead. Moses back up. Moses still, I believe, looking for his first goal of the day. He has had quite the quiet offensive games. And then the shot from midfield blocked at the crossbar by Timmy. Another one comes through, and Moses gets the save this time. Dapper with the follow-through. An excellent defense there from Renegades on what was a blazing shot.
Yeah, and it's looking like the Renegades have figured out rotations. They've figured out their spacing. Moses fitting into the puzzle perfectly right now. He doesn't feel out of place one bit.
Epic Johnny into the corner. Justin across the field, and Lachinio moving up. Over the top. Timmy now going for a carry. Brought Justin up with him, but he'll hang on the wall as Dapper put it back up into the corner. Here comes Timmy. Loft. Through the air, past 2. Onto the backboard. Justin doesn't make contact, but Lachinio's there as Dapper kept it on the ground. 2:03 left to go. Still the 1-goal lead for Renegades. They're holding on a few scoring opportunities. Successfully defended by Out of Style, but they still need one more goal.
Yeah, no goals put on since the first minute of play. Both these teams starting to slow up, figure each other out, and turn this into a defensive chess match. Neither one can break out in the zone, and neither team really controlling the midfield. It's just going back and forth at this point.
Moses with the loft, Dapper with a follow-up. 50-50 stays very neutral going to the side. Justin will pick it up, going for the dribble play over the top of Timmy. It's on the crossbar. Moses doesn't get the best of clears, and it's Lachinio versus Dapper. The bounce comes out in Dapper's favor. He was able to get a solid second touch and get a transition off of it. And a solid clear all the way back down the field. Johnny towards the net. It's wide. Lachinio comes through looking for the goal. Won't find it just yet, as Moses will try to keep this one up on the wall. Maybe look for Timmy, but Timmy's hanging back for now. Moses will let this one sit. Makes Johnny's touch soft. Now, nobody really in a solid position in net. Here's a setup. The clear comes from the midfield from Dapper. That'll be Timmy on the back wall. Setup was there for Out of Style, just no shot. Able to materialize on the defense from Renegades.
Yeah, and right before that, Moses was pushing the ball downfield. There was nobody contesting the ball. There needed to be some sort of communication to have someone else go, as he had no boost. Instead, falls under the ball, turns it over, and that's why we're seeing this offensive pressure from Out of Style now.
Miss from Lachinio. Dapper moves it up the field into the corner. 30 seconds left, and he gets the demo, but Timmy's shot is wide. Moses comes around and has another opportunity here, and Lachinio will get the save. There's pressure right now. Perfect for Renegades. They can just hold on. This 1-goal lead, they will get the victory here in game number 1. Dapper just keeps the ball lofted, keeping it near the ceiling. And just no ball control right now from Out of Style. A breakaway could score for them, but the bumps on Lachinio will just open up space. Timmy will just let the ball sit, just try to run the clock down. They do so, and Renegades gets game number 1.
Yeah, right there at the end, there was nobody pushing forward from Out of Style. When the clock's ticking down, and the clock hits 0, you don't get to shoot the ball anymore.
Yeah.
That's game. Like, you've got to be able to push forward and realize, hey, if I'm getting bumped, someone else has to go. It doesn't matter if you pull out a net at that point. You're down. Just go for the ball.
It's nice to see Out of Style looking, they look comfortable and they look patient, but at some point you need to have a sense of urgency, and at the end of the game is exactly where it needs to happen there. And then maybe Epic Johnny and Justin were expecting Lachinio to come out of net, and that's where, you know, Dapper just going and bumping him back, breaking up the rotation is a great way to keep that ball glued to the ground. But still, you have to be, even the movements up until that moment were just kind of backing off, allowing Renegades to have it. And you said it at the very beginning of the game, they gave them so much space. They were respecting Renegades maybe a bit too much. They needed to be more aggressive and trust in their touches.
Be more aggressive, and I want to see them tighten things up, especially in the midfield. You see one person in the defensive zone, you'll see one at mid, and then you'll see one all the way in the cherry picker position, and you just need to tighten that up a little bit, bunch together, because you'll cut down all those passing lanes that you've saw open up for the Renegades.
Absolutely. So as game number 2 comes around here, the question for Out of Style is, can they match them at the midfield? Can they match them in the 1v1 situations? They have to create those 1v1 situations. Right now, they're just backing off and waiting for the clears to see if they can put together their own plays uncontested, and Renegades isn't going to let you do that. So here, game number 1 going to Renegades. Out of Style. They'll look to bounce back here in game 2.
I'm crossing my fingers that at least one time we get to see Justin and Dapper 1v1.
I bet it'll happen. There's Dapper and Lachinio. Lachinio wins out. Oh! And Justin with the shot. Blocked away by Moses. Now Timmy will go for the carry. He's got 2 players to help him out here. He'll drop it to Moses, and he takes the shot, saved by Epic Johnny. Best offensive moment we've seen from Moses all day.
Yeah, and it was just a good defensive strategy from Epic Johnny, not going until he sees that ball coming towards him. The fake looked like it was coming out, and then Moses with the shot that was on target, but extremely easily defended.
Justin the rapid back around to the box. Back up to midfield. Johnny down. Dapper with the follow, just shadowing the ball, so he got the save. Moses flicks it past Justin, now looking for the dribbles himself, gets demolished. Will be out of style, picking up ball control. Lachinio misses the second touch that set up from Epic Johnny. Justin comes in, shot is wide. Dapper slowing it down. He's got Timmy to work with here. They'll both go up. A double commit. 4 players all up for the same ball. Now this one coming around, Lachinio has the opportunity, but is not going to be able to put it into the net. Keeps it on that back wall. For now, Renegades will avoid any shots on target. Out of style, being able to keep the siege going here, but just not forming any real meaningful shots right now.
Yeah, nothing really to pull defenders out of net, and I want to see a few shots go just high to pull at least one defender out, make them use boost, and put yourself in that 3v2 scenario.
Dapper with a flick over Lachinio, and the carry over Epic Johnny. Here comes the 1v2. This one will drop down, and Timmy's up. Justin just comes off the wall and plays it away again. Even after he had already been outplayed, he is able to recover and make the save his team needs. Out of style will keep us scoreless here as we're approaching halftime.
He definitely has the skills, and he has the wits to be one of the great Rocket League players that we know and love, and he is making his name known today.
Moses in the corner, drop it back down. We'll get a second touch as well. Big Johnny out towards Justin. Timmy up alongside Dapper. It'll just be Moses in the back right now. Played on the side, 2 players up for out of style. Justin. In the corner of the ball, the ball's doing a lot of vertical motion right now, but not a lot of like horizontal motion. Just kind of bouncing up and down there in the corner. Finally, they get it out and play it away. So Justin slowing this down. Going for his solo plays, intercepted by Timmy on the pass. Dapper will look to set up Moses. Brings up 2, this one dropping back down in a dangerous spot, but there's no shooter from Renegades, so Lachinio will be able to get this one out, get the flick over 1. Moses to play this one up. There should be a cherry pick for Renegades. Timmy falling back to midfield, though.
Oh, didn't see Justin. I don't know how I didn't. I thought that ball was in.
Yeah, the back, yeah, the rotation, the position he needed. Oh, over the top of 1. Can Moses get there? No, he can't. Caught on the wall, probably out of boost as well. Justin puts in the first goal of the game.
Well, it's super wide rotation back, looking for the midfield boost spawn right after he went for it, and by the time he got the full boost pad in the back corner, the shot was already halfway in the net. Moses's just poor rotation there leading to the goal from Justin.
Justin finding the accuracy, recognizing that wide rotation and making use of it. Now with 1:30 left to go, Renegades down by 1. Lachinio up to try and make it 2. Timmy with patience to the corner. He'll find Dapper. Justin wins at 50-50. Johnny over the top of 2. Defensive positioning from Renegades, needing to space out a bit. Number of a shot from Dapper, blocked by Justin. And Justin deleted off the map here. Epic Johnny in goal. Played away. Timmy looks for Epic Johnny, but just barely misses him. Now over the side. Final minute of game number 1. It's Renegades 1, or final minute of game number 2. Renegades 1 game number 1, and Out of Style would love to get this victory here and tie us up. We've had nothing but game 6s and game 7s so far today. It was with a very close series, very hard fought between all 4 teams. Moses the pitch to wrap it back around. What a pass. Very difficult to read for his teammates.
Yeah, I think it just goes to show you how close the bottom of the RLCS and the top of the RLRS truly is. It's not just a, hey, this is an RLCS team. It's going to be an easy sweep. Out of Style going blow for blow right now with the Renegades.
Dapper towards Moses, who gets bumped. That kind of almost helps him out as he kills it with Timmy. Dapper still in a good shooting position, only down by 1 goal. They can still make this work, and he goes in front of the box. Dapper to play it back. Can it happen? No. Oceania recovers in time and clears it away. The box still where the ball is here. Can they get it down? No, the ball is now back out of midfield. Out of style, holding on. Moses needs to be able to get a boomer. He needed to pinch it there off of Epic Johnny. It won't happen. Out of style, coming back and tying up the series.
Oh, that was fun for me to watch. That was the out of style that I'm used to seeing, just wearing their opponents down.
Yeah.
And you saw in the offensive zone how dangerous Justin is. If he sees an open net, he'll hit it instantly.
And he put it through, and that was the only goal we had all game, was the one time he recognized that and puts it through out of style. Going to be able to tie up our series here. Decently even scoreboard all the way around. 6 saves to 5, 5 shots to 7. So just generally pretty even game as both teams were taking the opportunities just to defend, just to clear, and not really worry about trying to make crazy opportunities. But there at the end, Renegades came very, very close, but the defense holds on for out of style.
This is what they're known for as well. They are known for putting a ton of saves on the board. They did lead RLRS with total amounts of saves, so that doesn't surprise me at all that they're going to be in net, placing themselves perfectly. And I know that just because you get a ton of saves doesn't mean you're playing great defense. You want to try and limit those, but when you can't clear that ball and the ball is just constantly being bombarded at the net, hey, might as well put a save on the board and keep that ball out of the net, and they do the best job of it of all of the RLRS teams.
Absolutely, and here it's been very interesting how both teams are opting to play for the just do fundamental Rocket League as best as we possibly can. We've had 4 goals scored so far in this series across 2 games, and as we move into game 3, nothing makes me think it's going to be any different. The crazy thing was that in game 1, it was all those goals were scored in the first minute, and then it just slowed all the way down.
Ever since then, and it looks like that's still going to be the case. And will we have another Game 7 between the RLRS and RLCS? I am crossing my fingers and really hoping so.
Out of style. So far, I think Out of Style is the only team to take a win off of the RLCS teams in a match. Won a match against an RLCS team. We'll put them here. There was an Allegiance in the round number 1. Were they to lose to Renegades here in this series, they would drop down and face Allegiance for the 2nd time today. Still quite a bit of Rocket League left to be played. Ball in midfield. The ball back. Allow Dapper to move up. Epic Johnny demolished in front of his own net. Not the most advantageous place for you to get a demolition.
And look at the spacing and timing of these teams. It is just extreme. It looks almost lackadaisical, but it isn't. It's cause and effect. Both these teams realize any play they make will have an effect, and Lucinio just missing his mark. Moses puts his first save on the board.
Moses, an excellent defensive play. Moses looking much better in this series earlier today against Fabian, and this one just going just wide. The defense missed, but Timmy most likely had the goal covered, and the miss happened because the shot was off target. But there's Dapper, blocked away by Justin. Now Moses looking possibly to set up Timmy here. Had the carry towards the net. Going to be defended by 3 defenders there from Out of Style. We're back downfield, Moses and Dapper in positions where they could be a threat. Timmy working into midfield. Tests the boost. Moses in the back. A nice solid clear again, keeping that ball up near the ceiling. Timmy pass 1. Try and carry it over the top. Big Johnny the shot from midfield. Moses gets the save again. It's possibly wide anyways, but either way, has been Moses on the defense. So Timmy and Dapper both up. It's all up to Moses right now. Shot from Epic Johnny will help him out as it was wide. And the defense will sort itself back out here on Renegades. Right here at halftime, still scoreless in game 3.
And Justin held without a shot so far this game. I really want to see him start pouring those on and get away from that 3rd man back. They need to put him in that number 1 slot for him to be most effective.
Dapper over to Moses. Play a pass 1. Can't get it past 2. Epic Johnny will find Lucinio. Justin now downfield. Timmy looking for Moses over into the blue corner. Timmy across the backboard, Dapper's up, but all of the momentum is over to the side. Will not be able to make a shot. Moses in the backfield will try to win this one out. Gets it over the top of Justin before getting demolished in his own corner. Ball makes it all the way back to the blue box. 1:35 left to go. Still no goals scored and only one scored last game. Definitely starting to feel like just a silver goal match, where just every time a team scores, that'll be the only goal that really matters. So far,
they're doing their best EU impression. Defense for defense.
It works out well. Wins championships for sure.
That's what they say.
Timmy to follow this one on, just wins all of the dunks, but it's wide of the net. Great 50-50 game there. There was no follow-up from the rest of his team. They let him do it all by himself. That immediately gave Justin ball control off of the rebound. And final minute of game 3, still scoreless here. These guys have all hunkered down in their own boxes. Very rarely committing all 3 players on an offensive push.
Oh, and it looked like a 3v2 scenario with Justin out of position, but Renegades couldn't capitalize. Still tied up, nearing that 30-second mark. I'm going to say the next goal that is scored is going to be the winning team.
Oh, Epic Johnny nearly able to put that goal in, but Timmy able to zone him away. Looks for a pass down in the middle. Lucinio's shot is high. He'll need some help here, but Dapper sends it over to the side before any follow-up comes through from out of style. Justin to play a pass, Dapper and Moses in the corner. Trying to get it around, but the 50-50 is just going back and forth right now. Johnny over the top by himself. Does it and gets the 1 goal out of style needs.
The waterfall balls are so hard to defend. Look at Timmy. He didn't anticipate that. He just crept out for a split second and put him in the worst possible position. Epic Johnny. The desk was talking about him, and he's shining through right now.
Well, those waterfall passes as you're talking about, so difficult as a defender. You just get frozen in the Medusa gaze, and you don't know what to do about it. Now as the clock counts down, can Timmy put this shot in? Sends it high. Epic Johnny carries it over the top of Dapper. That should be the end of the game. It'll go down and out of style. 2 in a row here. In a best of 7, they've done the first 2. Just got to do 2 more, and they qualify for RLCS.
You know, I think they realize if they're going to try and go shot for shot against the Renegades, there's no way they're going to win. The only way they can beat the Renegades is limit the shots and hold them down.
Only 4 shots there from Renegades. I mean, again, 5 goals in 3 games total. They've won 2 games on 2 goals. That's all, and it just shows off. You only need the 1. If you can get 1 goal in, it could be the only goal you need. And here, out of style, just playing super, super clean Rocket League, not giving any defensive errors the Renegades can exploit.
There was nothing to exploit. Yeah, there was just no holes in their defense. There was nothing really to take advantage of. And I think out of style is just so comfortable now saying, okay, we've baited them into playing our game. And to be honest, this isn't the out of style that I'm used to seeing. It's, you know, fast paced, and you see Justin with these flashy plays, but now they're just getting back to core basic Rocket League, and let's just beat them at the game we know and love.
I think that the answer for Renegades, or an option for Renegades that I don't see them using right now, is to go and get physical. Get up and break up the rotations. Don't allow that 3-man whirlpool just to work its magic as it has been right now for out of style. If you can get up and you can demolish one player or just even bump a player, you can absolutely break that up, force them to kind of rethink what they're doing, give yourself some room to work. But for Renegades, they got to figure something out right now, because they have not been able to score shutout 2 games in a row. And while their defense has been strong, they've allowed at least 1 goal, and that's the only goal that mattered. Now, game 4. See how Renegades adjusts.
I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say the team that scores the most goals is probably going to win this game.
Man, this is the bold sort of analysis we need. So Oceania trying to zone out Moses. The goal will still be avoided. There's so much space. Nobody around Timmy while he makes that touch. Dapper plays it back down, and Timmy's here again. We'll look for the slow place. He can bait out the defenders. Brings out Justin and Lucinio into the corner, but Lucinio wins the 50-50. So he'll be able to transition out. Dapper up to the wall here. Bump on Epic Johnny. A touch into the blue. Oceania with a miss. But again, just no pressure. Both teams playing so defensive with super wide rotation. Justin dropped this down. Timmy picks it up off of his side, sends it across the box. Can Moses take the shot across the net? Well done. The pass play comes through, and Renegades has the lead.
You know, I think you hit the nail right on the head. Get physical in there, and Timmy getting underneath Lucinio, taking away his ability to jump. Just a great heads-up play for him. He not only gets the assist, but he's also in net disrupting, and that's the key to victory.
Well, we've seen a few moments as well where Moses had the opportunity to score and not been able to put it on target. Being able to make use of the befuddled defense as Timmy gets in there because his shot was on target. Finally, we'll see Moses getting a goal here, putting the Renegades up in game 4. A win here would tie them up in the series. Justin tries to do the carry by himself. Moses is there, and it's just Epic Johnny in the back right now. Player from Epic Johnny, Dapper, will look to put it back out to midfield. Now Timmy over the top of one. The miss on the wall. Can he zone out Lucinio here and just get it out and set up for Moses? Ball will go away. Epic Johnny out at midfield. Move steal from Moses. He'll try to take a shot. Again, a bit wide. Timmy puts it back into the box. Moses back up. Right now, just able to play this one around the defense. No shots coming out just yet, but consecutive touches going in Renegade's favor. As Moses looks to drop it down again, it's not there. Dapper shot is wide, and he goes and looks for the goalies here as Timmy lofts it again. Can he get the double tap down?
Oh.
No, the defense holds on. Just generally getting outplayed everywhere. Finally, Dapper puts it through. It took him a good minute or two, but 2 goals now for Renegades.
That entire onslaught of shots, I was rotating through all of the players on Out of Style, and no one had over 15 boosts. And shot after shot, especially when they're high like that, you're going to just drain your boost and eventually not be able to make the save on the ball.
That is exactly how that sort of suffocating offensive pressure works. Teams where they don't have the tools to be able to attack and move quickly. Even this play from Justin to get out to midfield used significant amounts of boost to follow behind that. The pass from Moses to Dapper. Epic Johnny gets the save. Lucinio shot towards net. Moses tries to get there but can't. Lucinio puts it in. We'll have a 1-goal game.
And a great 1-2-3 play to move the ball up the field. Epic Johnny to Justin, Justin to Lucinio, Lucinio to Moses, and Moses can't make the save on the ball. Puts in his own net, giving Out of Style a glimpse of hope in this match.
2-18, yeah, I mean, the goals that we've seen from Renegades, they've scored as many goals this game as we saw Out of Style score the last 2. So again, now a 3-goal game here. 2 on the side of Renegades and 1 for Out of Style. Timmy in the corner. Play that one over the top. Dapper out towards Timmy. Timmy backs back off. Dapper sits in net while Moses is in the corner here. Justin looking to drop it for Epic Johnny, who's in front of the box. Dapper gets it away in time, but Lucinio comes in, takes the shot, and Timmy has the save, setting it away. 1:35 left on the clock. Still a 1-goal game in favor of Renegades.
Oh, and Out of Style starting to put on shots and looking like they're going back to match 1 where they're just going to say, all right, you guys want to take a lot of shots, we will match you equally. And they're starting to pull defenders out, starting to make Renegades breathe a little heavy.
Lucinio with flip that kept him grounded there. Epic Johnny up. Timmy looks to have the read, but couldn't find it. Dapper now on the wall. Timmy rotates around. Moses will put it into the corner. Now Dapper up, shot towards net. Final minute, game 4. Moses over to the side. Justin following this one along. Dapper plays it away. Renegades can hold on to this. They tie up the series at 2 games apiece. It's first of 4 here. So both teams still 2 games away. Dapper and Timmy in the midfield here. About 50-50s from Timmy and Dapper. Just giving them consistent ball control right now as the ball makes its way into the blue box again. Moses with another shot, and Lucinio with the save. Final 30 seconds. Only down by 1. They can play into 0-second time. But right now, Renegades really trying to get that 3rd goal. Give them a 2-goal margin. As we hit the final countdown. Epic Johnny with the carry. Out towards Justin. Moses with the intercept all the way to the corner. And Timmy, they'll just let this one die here. Moses just killing all of the momentum. Justin will have to carry this all the way. He'll look for the air carry here, but intercepted by Dapper, sends it to the side, making their life even harder. Moses over the top again, and now they have to switch the direction of the ball. Can't even keep it up for right now, so Renegades will tie up the series, guaranteed another Game 6.
Oof, guaranteed Game 6, looking like we might get close to game number 7. I think 6 is close to 7. Last time
They're right next to each other.
I think, you know? But, you know, we are casters and our math is generally terrible.
It's 2017, dude. Everything changes. It's just, you know, next we're going to be counting with, like, letters and stuff.
That'd be fine. Then I might be good at it.
I don't know. Sometimes I can't even words good, you know. It can be hard. But so far, Renegades only winning games where the score margin was 2-1, or the score line was 2-1 there. And Out of Style only winning games the score line was 1-0. So a lot of trends happening so far in this series right now in what has still been very, very defensive.
You've got to limit Renegades in the midfield. It just doesn't look like Out of Style was the Out of Style we saw earlier. And I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. I really wanted Lucinio to just break out and get them into RLCS, but it didn't happen. And it's just like the pressure, you can start to feel it. And it's just building up on the Out of Style team because he wants this so bad. He's been tweeting about it for weeks now. Like, he is breathing, eating, sleeping, only Rocket League right now.
Like we have all been, I mean, he still has opportunities here. There's still the chance for Lucinio to carry his team, but we have all been watching Lucinio. I mean, you can see it there on the scoreboard whenever you get to see it. It says RLCS Season 1 World Champion underneath his name. One of 4 players to have that title, and one of 4 players to ever have that title. It'll never be given to anybody else. But he would love to be able to return and get a second World Championship title. But right now, everybody's eyes on him. So he can make the plays that we knew he was able to make. Now Moses looking for a carry here at the beginning of Game 5. Oceania looks the box, a bit wide. Dapper will touch it softly over the top of Epic Johnny, but Justin's right there, and Moses can't get there. The shot from Justin was actually wide. He'll roll off of both posts and back out. Now Dapper with a transition.
Best defender so far for Renegades is both posts this game.
Both posts helping out. Ball goes into the corner here. Dapper lay it around. Oceania winning the touch outright. Driving it back towards Justin into the corner. Epic Johnny looks to see what he can do with it, but the 50-50 going in Timmy's favor. Moses will pick it up, play it across that midfield line. They should be able to break out on offense here for a bit for Renegades.
You're right there. Justin put that ball right over to the Renegades. I would have liked to see him go far right. Lucinio was wide open and get the offense started that way.
That triple commit on the defense. But they all immediately ground themselves again, able to gain ball control and nearly score off of it. Oceania back as Epic Johnny and Justin move up. Rotations coming through for Out of Style. Moses in the corner here. Cross with Dapper and shadowing. Make it all the way to the backboard, but Justin's there. Sends it to the side. Dapper moves up. Now Timmy, what a touch by Justin over the top of Moses. Lucinio could put this through, but Dapper had the read quicker. Now through an open backfield. This one should just go all the way in off the touch from Dapper. Down it goes, and Renegades has the lead.
Creeping forward past midfield, you see one in net, and if you are Justin there, you can't be aggressive. You gotta stay back and be defensively minded, knowing that a shot like that can happen, and just like that exactly does happen.
We've seen Out of Style score on open nets, shot from midfield as well. Now here, the one goal. Might be the only one Renegades needs. Lucinio trying to set up Justin here. Timmy goes for an interruption. Play over the side, now Dapper up on the wall. Out towards Timmy. Lucinio looking for Justin again. Not be able to play it into the box, but it's blocked away by the Renegades defense.
One thing I'd like to see from Out of Style is get away from the mindset of when they're rotating back to get out of the offensive zone. I'm seeing them rotate all the way back to their own zone to grab boost. Stop doing that so you can keep the pressure on the Renegades.
Keeping that midfield defense is strong, but again, that's how they got scored on basically here on the touch from Dapper. So it's always that catch-22 of do you go for the strong offense with the midfield rotation, or do you strengthen your back line by rotating back and getting the far back boosts? So decisions having to be made here, and right now they're behind. They need that midfield rotation. It would really help them out, but they have to be confident in their touches and they have to be clean. Mechanical plays. We've passed halftime. It's still a 1-goal lead. Epic Johnny up towards the backboard. Moses with a loft. Now Justin back into the box. Lachinio's there, blocked by Dapper. The follow-up from Epic Johnny, shut down by Moses. No follow-up there from Renegades, though. Out of style, rotated back. Epic Johnny over the top of 1, over the top of 2. Dapper's there with no pressure. He'll be able to play it into the corner, but his teammates will be low on boost and need some help on the defense. Timmy up and plays it away from Epic Johnny. Timmy, slow, looking for second touch on Lachinio. Justin has to come in to help him out. Dapper picks it up. Second shot downfield. Lachinio roll this one back down. Moses in the corner. As the ball comes down, it'll be Justin off of the ground. The strong back line defensive rotations, just shutting down anything that isn't a 1v1 dribble or a quick infield pass. And the infield pass has been almost non-existent this series. Neither team really going for it that much, and Dapper able to pick it up off the wall, roll it over the top of Lachinio as we hit the final minute of Game 5.
Oh my goodness, Dapper just stealing that ball away, and Lachinio cannot get back in time. I expected Johnny to put at least some type of touch on the ball to slow it down, give Lachinio an opportunity to put himself in a good position to make a save. Doesn't happen, and 2-0 for the Renegades.
2-0 right now, and it has been a you score first, you win kind of series. Almost no lead changes. See Epic Johnny up on the wall here. They need to goal quickly here. Dapper airborne out towards midfield. Timmy and Moses with just lots of space given by the back line. If there was ever a point to opt for just complete midfield rotation, it's right now in these final 30 seconds. Another goal doesn't really hurt you. You just need to start scoring. Go for the high risk, high rewards plays. 17 seconds left. Running out of time to give them room for an equalizer here. Lachinio will take a shot towards the net. It does go in on the wide rotation from Renegades. Now with 11 seconds left, there's a chance for out of style.
As long as you got at least 1 second on that clock, you have a hope and a dream. Out of style, crossing their fingers, praying to the Rocket League gods to just give them a good face-off and open things up.
It will come down to this kickoff here. Justin versus Timmy, and this one goes over the top into a dangerous place, but there's no follow-up. They needed to cheat up there. Dapper now can just shut this down in the corner. Just keeps it here, bumping Lachinio. Justin has to make the full court carry here. Gets the flick over 1, but Timmy just pops up, and Dapper to play it over the top of Lachinio. This one will bounce and touch the ground. Game 6 incoming with Renegades in the lead.
Renegades putting our boys out of style on match point. If they lose, they're going to knock down and look at possibly going into the RLRS once again.
Also, I think that last goal from out of style was just to keep the trend going. Still, Renegades has only won games where it was 2-1. So they almost broke that there. But then out of style said, no, wait, hold on, let us score our goal because you guys are winning. Let us score our goal. They put that one through. And now Game 6 here. Renegades 1 win away from qualifying for a 3rd season in a row of RLCS.
Oh my goodness, this is too much. This is too much for me. Like it's like your kids are out there playing out of style, and Amphibian is like, I want them to do so well, but then it's like, I love Renegades, and I love all of these teams that are in this. You don't want to see anyone drop down, but unfortunately, you know, the world's all about, if you're better, you're going to go into a little higher paying job, and that's how RLCS is. You know, you're going to be making more, even if you're in 8th place compared to 1st place in RLRS. So you want to put yourself in that big payday scenario, essentially.
I mean, you see why these teams, why the qualifiers were so intense for all these teams, you know, because they were so close. I mean, we had the upsets happen, and here it happened again with Allegiance again beating Amphibian. Like, Allegiance, a team that struggled so much in the RLCS to find victories. It's like the one team that they've got the kryptonite on, that they've just got the number of right now is Amphibian, so they're able to get that victory there. And now here, Renegades looking to do it on Out of Style, see if they can qualify again. And Out of Style maybe going to have to play one more match to make it in, but we have 2 more games to go. If they get the win here in Game 6 and then another win in Game 7, they will be in the RLCS.
Well, and like you were kind of calling out to the Renegades, I want to see you guys get down and dirty, get some bumps, little disrupts. I'm going to say the same thing to Out of Style right now. I'm not seeing that from them at all. You're allowing the Renegades to plant their feet in defense and just feel comfortable. They know that no one's coming for them. No one's looking for a bump or demo. So why stress? Why panic?
Absolutely. And it still feels like sometimes just the pressure is not quite there from Out of Style, that they're still giving lots of space, even as we were seeing the final countdown happen there. It looked like Timmy and Moses, I believe, as the ball came out, Dapper plays it up and it bounces off the ceiling. It bounces down right in front of two completely uncontested players from Renegades, of Timmy and Moses. And when they're able to have that sort of time, they can just run the clock down on you and force you to make that full court carry, which we've seen so many times Justin having quite the opportunity to do, but it's such a difficult thing to do, and it's so easy to interrupt him from doing it. And here we see Renegades one game away from qualifying for RLCS again.
Well, the pace of play is a lot different than RLRS, especially against those lower tier teams where they didn't put pressure on the ball, and now you're facing at RLCS veterans. Like, all of these guys have been around. They know exactly how to pressure their ball, and you're not giving Justin the ability to run down the field 1v1. You're not going to see that open up much. There's not enough room on the field, especially at the speed that the Renegades are playing at.
Yeah, and it's been great to watch. I think Moses has started to fit in better with his team here today than he was earlier on in the day, or he's fitting on better in this match than he was earlier on in the day. So I'm excited to see that sort of synergy solidifying itself. But we need to see the same thing from Out of Style here. And it isn't even as much a synergy thing as it is just a mentality and a strategy thing. We know that they can put on the pace. And now it's just they have to do it here if they want to qualify this match. A loss here means they have to do the best of 7 thing all over again. And here's the aggression. The bump comes through. Justin puts in the goal, and Out of Style's got the lead.
Lachinio not only putting the pass on, but just carrying his momentum forward, doesn't touch the ground, and says, Moses, get out of here. Open net for my friend Justin.
Just a homing missile. Touches the ball, then immediately looks for Moses. Beautiful play there by Lachinio. Justin able to finish it off. And if our trend serves us correctly, that would mean Game 7's incoming as we see the lead now for Out of Style. But the thing about trends is they're made to be broken. We'll see if Renegades can do it here in Game 6.
Oh, and Justin bumping Moses again in net. I'm loving this. Already coming out so aggressive.
Lachinio. Towards Dapper, a soft touch, but Justin over the top. It's just Timmy in the back here. It's a 50-50. Justin's up and plays it back down, but Moses is there and sends it away. Ball spending so much time in the orange right now. There's the challenges I was hoping for. Timmy gets it past. Both Justin and Lachinio not giving him space to work with. Dapper with the loft. Moses up with a soft touch over Lachinio. Timmy now airborne onto the backboard. Nobody there to shoot for Renegades. Dapper comes flying in, but Johnny had more time to get the read. He'll win that touch battle. Now Moses looking for Justin. Epic Johnny carries it away before Timmy can take a shot. 3:40 left to go. Into the corner here. Dapper to play it over the top of him. Small passes here. Epic Johnny not able to make a play. So Timmy and Moses were playing it around each other.
And it looked right there like Epic Johnny had a little more time to work with. It looked like he's panicking a little bit. I realize they are on match point, but the more they slow this ball down in the midfield, the more it's going to open things up in the offensive zone.
Justin, the corner, Dapper to play it away. Timmy with the follow-up, using the wall. That fourth teammate. Oceania deep in net right now for Out of Style. Justin up on the wall, back out. Moses airborne. Timmy will pick it up off the bounce and the shot towards the goal. This one drops back down. Dapper, the pass towards Timmy and Moses. Neither player really able to make a move on it, and they'll keep the ball in the blue. Will not be able to make use of that lackluster clear from Out of Style. Still down by 1 as we cross halftime.
Yeah, and this game is a lot different than the last because Out of Style is continuing to put pressure on the ball. Very rarely are you seeing open hits put on by Renegades, and Dapper barely missing on that shot.
There were 2 goalies there, but he had basically the whole net to shoot at. And instead does not make contact. Oh dear, here comes Lucinio. Shot on net is just high, and Epic Johnny with another one. It goes in 2-0 now for Out of Style, the best lead they've had all series.
Just putting the shots on net to pull defenders out. Dapper goes bye-bye because of the bump, and Moses is pulled out in front of net in the box. No angle available to put a save on the ball. And like you said, sitting comfortable in that 2-goal lead.
You know what's another interesting trend? Out of Style has scored only 1 goal every game this series. They've scored 1 goal every game, but they've only scored 1. And now, finally, we'll have a different score line. As Out of Style is up 2-0. Dapper up to Timmy. Epic Johnny and Timmy both missing, and Lucinio with a nice touch. It gives him ball control in enemy territory here in the corner. He's got Justin in the midfield. He'll go up to try and drop it down. Here comes Epic Johnny with the finish, but Moses plays it away. Now off to the races. Can they wrap this one back around with Lucinio, the only player set up in net? Get out of the corner and find Justin again. The pace starting to pick up here in these teams. Dapper has to keep this one high. Timmy now. Dapper in the corner with Justin. Epic Johnny to drop this one softly and in. 3-0 now for Out of Style. Looking more and more like we got Game 7 inbound.
I feel so bad for Moses. He's getting bumped all over the map, and it's just like he's starting to look over his shoulder like, is someone coming for me? And once you get in his mind, it just reflects on his defense, and it's just not there. He can't figure out how to deal with the dirty play from Out of Style.
And Epic Johnny having a great game here. Would have put in monster goals. Most goals we've seen a team score this series, 3 right now. Lucinio and Justin again. Drops onto the hood of Dapper. Final minute of game 6. Timmy and Dapper a bit tangled up there in the back. With how low scoring these games have been, it's hard for me to think this game isn't just already over at this point. With 40 seconds left, down by 3, this is a hard comeback for any team in any situation, but this is the most goals that have been scored yet at all. Like three is the most goals we've seen scored in any game right now. And oh, there's the 4th. Now we have a new record.
Ooh, and Justin doing it in style as well. Carrying the ball all the way down the field. Out of Style, forcing game number 7.
Why they call themselves Out of Style? There's plenty of style there. You got plenty of style. What are you talking about? You're not out of it. 29 seconds left. Up by 4. Game 7. Inevitable at this point. Another epic last game showdown, and this one for a spot in the RLCS. Could you ask for anything more?
You absolutely cannot, but one thing that I love to see is when all 3 team members equal in the leaderboards. You see Justin, Lucinio, and Epic Johnny all with goals or assists, and so close in score, just showing you that they work so well together as a team.
Dapper puts in another one there. They won't get shut out this game. A pretty goal and a nice momentum shifter at the end of regulation here, but it will be the end of the game. And a beautiful play there.
And the front flip as well. Yeah, getting style points.
Just putting it straight in. Out of Style, forcing the Game 7. This is just everything. This is fantastic stuff here. One of these teams makes it into RLCS, and it all comes down to one game.
One single game. And at this point, it is a coin toss. Because we've seen great play from both teams.
We saw Renegades win, then Out of Style 1-2. Then Renegades 1-2. Now Out of Style's 1-1 again. So I don't even know what the trend is at that point. Like, as I feel like if Renegades wins next, it's a trend, and if Out of Style wins next, it still fits the pattern. So you don't even know what's going to happen at this point, guys. It's predictions. Be damned.
Well, it's
like out the window.
It's like one of those little brain teasers, like 1, 3, 7, 9. What comes next,
yeah, exactly.
or whatever. And it's just like, I don't know.
It's like the numbers you gave me fit 2 different patterns, so it could be either one. It's a broken puzzle here. Out of Style, putting on the pace there, really making the goals happen in the most offensive game we've seen yet. 4-1, 5 goals scored in this game. Up until that point, we'd only seen ever 3 or 1, never 2 either, which is just kind of funky in this series right now. So these guys, so close. And I don't even want to like be like, oh, here's what they need to do differently. Like they're making all the changes they need to. I just want to watch. I just want to see this last game, see what happens, and see who makes it into RLCS.
I just want a good game. I want it to be close. I don't want to blow out, and that's all I can ask for, and I will be so happy.
We'll do it here on Manfield.
Oh, this is my favorite map as well. Yeah. Manfield Night is the prettiest one, in my opinion.
The map that you see on the main menu since day number 1. Your car is sitting No confetti here, though. That would probably make it hard to play.
Yeah, it gets in your eyes, and then you're blinking a lot.
Yeah, sucks into your air intake. Your engine backfire. I don't know anything about cars. Dapper, trying to take a shot. Epic Johnny plays it away. These 5 minutes to determine which league you play in the entirety of next season. You lose this game, you still get one more chance to make it into RLCS. But you win here, you go home for the day a victor.
I just do not want to see Out of Style get complacent and start to play a little overly defensive.
Chinio, the back here. His own corner, the bumps and net by Moses, so effective. It's just Epic Johnny here. Can they finish it off? No, it goes across. He makes the defensive play, and Lachinio just snatches the ball and takes it away. This one dropping back down into the orange box as he quickly transitioned back downfield. The first minute will come and go, still scoreless here in Game 7.
Oh, and all 3 members of Renegades were pushed up, but they do finally get back together. That shot so close, but Lachinio gets back in time. Scoreline remains tied.
Able to get it away. Moses will look for Timmy. Falls back, he'll leave it for Dapper. They're looking to do it all by himself so you can get the double tap. Pulls up 2 defenders. Out of Style a little bit slow in the net, but they'll get out quickly. Now Justin into the corner. Out from the backboard instead. Lachinio finds an angle towards the net, but it goes wide. Timmy has to play it away.
And those are always those scenarios where it's like, do I push forward and hope that he's going to miss? No, this guy's a pro. He's not going to miss the ball. And then, like Carpet said earlier, hindsight is always 20/20.
Justin into the corner. Lachinio in midfield, and Justin will get a second touch off if Moses is clear. Keep the ball in the orange for a moment longer. Full clear's coming up. Justin looking for the cherry pick opportunities, but not finding anything he wants just yet. As Moses gets a clear up to Dapper. Try and rotate it around. Dapper back towards Moses. Can he make contact? No, Epic Johnny comes and puts it to the corner. Timmy now moving up, and Epic Johnny with a victory. We'll send that one out to Justin. Ball towards the net, and Dapper with the clear away. Right now, it's like all the transitional touches are there to get the ball into enemy territory. But the final touch to give yourself a real good shooting opportunity, much less the shot itself. Just escaping both teams right now.
Yeah, it's like neither team can find their mark. Neither team wants to be the one that lets the goal in on themselves. So they're playing so spread out, and one person is always sitting in net. I've seen Renegades starting to pull out, so expect to see a little more offense from them.
Oh, Timmy in the air. Moses going for goalies again. But the clear still comes through as Justin plays it away. Dapper will look to keep the offense going, see if he can carry it himself. Tries to put it underneath Epic Johnny. His teammates have fallen back. So he has space to Out of Style. Timmy will cross it, looking for Moses. Sends the shot towards the net. Epic Johnny and Lachinio will work together to get it to the corner. And a soft touch from Justin gives an opportunity here to Renegades as Epic Johnny's touch-out goes out to the middle. Lachinio getting zoned out, and Timmy makes the shot.
Dapper, just like a gnat in the ear of Lachinio, doesn't make contact, but just breathing down his neck. Lachinio knew he was there, knew he had to avoid him, and by that time, it's too late. The shot's already on net. And there we go, Renegades opening up game number 7 with the first goal.
That's how the zone works. Because Timmy put it upper 90, and you saw Dapper chase Lachinio, he pushed him just far enough away that he couldn't turn around and make it. If the shot had been just about anywhere else, Lachinio could have still made the save. But Renegades now with the lead. Can they hold on to it?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Timmy has another opportunity, puts it through. 2-0 now for Renegades.
And when you miss the ball, if you're Justin here, you've got to let your teammates know. You see Epic Johnny going so wide, misses the boost at mid, and then has to go his far back corner. At that point, it is way too late. You've got to make a direct line back to net to try and put a save on the ball.
Now, in Game 6, there was more pressure on Out of Style than on Renegades because they were on match point, and we saw them come alive now, down by 2. Will they do it again and tie up our series for the first time ever? Epic Johnny misses a shot at an otherwise open net, and Timmy and Moses now trying to move out with Dapper in the midfield. Justin able to play a pass too, but Moses is there. And the final minute of Game 7, a shot from Dapper goes home. It could seal the deal here. It's 3-0 Renegades.
You know, I was going to say earlier it'd be really weird for Dapper not to be in the RLCS, but it looks like that doesn't even matter. Up 3 goals, 1 minute to go. This is going to be so difficult for Out of Style.
Renegades has to be feeling good, but they can't get complacent right now. Anything can happen in this final minute. And a goal right here off the bat would bring this back within reach for Out of Style. Epic Johnny looking for the shot, but he won't find it. Dapper and Timmy will meet up. The ball goes back into the orange box off of an oblong touch. And Justin has the opportunity, but Moses makes the touch before getting demolished and puts it all the way back down, buying so much time here for his team. He'll respawn. He'll pick up the corner boost. As Justin plays it over the top. 30 seconds right now, separating Renegades from another season of RLCS. This one up, Dapper. Plays back down and won't make contact with the net, but he doesn't need another goal. Just keeping it glued on this back wall is everything for Renegades. Do not even give Out of Style an opportunity. Another shot on net, still having to play defense in the final countdown. This will do it. Renegades, 3 seasons in a row, they'll make it work. After coming in last place here in Season 4, they will re-qualify for the RLCS. We'll see them again in Season 5.
And one thing that I love to see is every single person on the field just said GG's. Massive amount of respect to all of them, and you can see it. It's just a beautiful thing to watch. But Out of Style, not done yet. They still have the possibility of making it into RLCS.
Yep, we have one more match here for the day. Out of Style versus Allegiance, the match that we started the day with. And Out of Style going to be coming off of a hot game here against Renegades. They lost, but it was in 7 games. They are going to be so warmed up right now. Allegiance has had to watch from the sidelines for a little bit. So will that affect them? It might. Oftentimes, teams that play back-to-back series will have the victory. So we'll see what happens.
I just want to sit back and watch.
Well, you just might get to do that. We'll see how this goes, folks. But for more analysis on this and to set us up for the last match of the day, let's head back to the desk.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, it seems like the series are getting closer and closer, literally all the way to 7 games. Not only that, we were 0-0 throughout the majority of that game until Renegades able to pull out the 3-0 victory. They got to be feeling amazing about that. Congratulations, Team Renegades. You are into the next season of RLCS. Let's take a look at the Mobile One High Performance replay. Honestly, I'm pleasantly surprised coming into this weekend. I wasn't sure. I wasn't certain about Renegades. I was the guy who was picking them all league play and getting it wrong. But pleasantly surprised to see them get a victory here and emerge into next season.
Yeah, we see the veterans basically coming back for another season. After all the turmoil, during this 3 weeks, they were thinking about playing Miho. Then things went wrong where Miho couldn't play today, so they kind of stuck with the same exact team. We were hearing everything about who knows, like if they lose, they might disband. There was rumors going around about that as well, so I'm happy for them to get another shot in the RLCS. Dapper, he didn't show up all league play, but he shows up today. He scores 7 of the 10 goals. Just those clutch shots at the right time. It looks like Dapper is finally coming back to what we used to see in Season 3.
Yeah, I picked Dapper as the player to watch. You picked Moses as the player to watch, and I thought Moses actually had a huge, great performance for his team. I mean, really going kind of absent in the series earlier, making a lot of mistakes, and really able to rectify that and prove that he deserves a spot in the RLCS, and so does the rest of that team. I think they're going to have a lot of, newfound confidence because they had a lot of struggles all season long, and they see you just pick up the pace, utilize the team play that they know how to utilize, and they can have success.
But that whole series, extremely low scoring, and Renegades just shut Justin down. He only had 12 shots in 7 games. He was averaging over 4 shots during the rival series, and when Justin can't get that offensive pressure going on right now, it's hard for Out of Style to get anything else going because he's usually the one they pretty much rely on the offensive side first, and then they follow it up with other people. We saw Johnny have a really good series. He also had 4 goals, but it just wasn't enough, and the extremely low-scoring set goes to Renegades, but there were so many games that could have went either way, all one-goal games until the very last one.
I think that's very much a theme of today, showing how close all these teams are just in general. Remember in that series before Allegiance Fibian, I think the highest-scoring game was that first game where Fibian just went off and got a bunch of, but every single game after that one is like 1-1 overtime, 1-1 overtime, and just very low-scoring games. All these teams are so incredible. It just comes down to these particular plays that the playmakers can step up and make happen on this very important day. So Renegades getting a spot into next season. Guys, talk to me a little bit about Out of Style here because they have a pretty crushing loss, to be honest, there, going all the way to 7 games and then falling. just barely in the last minute. What do they need to do? They're going back to the locker room right now because they're going to be back up and playing against Allegiance coming up next year. But what needs to be the focus here for Out of Style to make sure they stay in their zone as they go into this very important match?
So that was their first loss in all or nothing games. They were 3-0 in Game 5s going in during the rival series. So it comes down to Luchino. He's the one that has that veteran experience, has to talk to these young players like, hey, guys, that's fine that we didn't win this series. We're playing Allegiance. We just beat them 4-1. Let's just do the exact same result. And he just has to give them that confidence to go into this final match.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think Justin especially needs a little bit of revitalization, if you will. It's so hard going down in a loss, especially in a series so close, 7 games. I mean, that really takes a lot out of you. It's a huge toll. So I think they're going to need to kind of get their spirits back up. They're playing again right away, so that's going to be difficult for them.
Yeah, and Allegiance coming off a win, Out of Style coming off a loss. So we'll see what happens in this next series. We're going to take a short break here from twitch.tv/Rocket League before we get into the next match. But remember, World Championship tickets are available. The World Championships are happening in 2 weeks in Washington, D.C. at the MGM National Harbor. Get your tickets right now. You don't want to miss this event, especially if you're close by. Again, RLCS.GG for your World Championships tickets. Washington, D.C., November 10th, 11th, 12th. That being said, we're going to take a short break here from twitch.tv/Rocket League. When we come back, it's Allegiance versus Out of Style. Only one spot left into next season of RLCS. The best of 7 to determine who's going to advance. Coming up next.